I had to do push-ups outside of my gym again because it wasn't open yet. The past 3 times I've gone to the gym, this has happened. Kind of sucks, but the weather's getting better in Chicago. It's not freezing anymore. It's just a little bit cold. I don't need the jacket or anything. I just am hoping someone stops by and opens up the door, you know. Um, yeah, so I've been skipping days again. I missed 4 days in March. The first 4 days, I did no push ups. And I was really thinking if I take time off, I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be all good. This is the longest time off I've had, like off seriously working out in maybe 2 years. Um, these have been the easiest days I've had in probably 2 years of training. That is telling me something when I feel nothing. I feel no different than I did 5 days ago. Maybe I feel marginally less sore, but I couldn't even say that. I feel exactly the same. God bless. And that's not to say I feel good. I've got pain in my arms. Look, I did 600 push ups here. I forget sometimes what the human body's capable of. 600 push ups in a day, right? Light work. And I've been taking a lot of time off, and it's really had me questioning, like, if I have to take this time off so often, like, is that really realistic for this challenge? Like, do I really just have to take huge amounts of rest time? And this is something I thought about last year, but now the realization is coming to me that I just have to do a little bit more every day. And that's it. That's all it is. It's so simple. At every single level, it's just take one more step, take one more step, take one more step. And what that means for me is I actually have to take a step back with my pace, right? 600 push-ups a day is like maniacal. It's like an extreme amount of push-ups to be doing. One day, right? One day, let alone every single day, let alone for, hypothetically speaking, what, like 90 more months? I don't know. It's an insane pace. I'm just making up these numbers, by the way. Just making the numbers up randomly. They don't mean anything. I am at 74,000 push-ups now. That means something. That's a real number. And I'm 200 pounds, guys, doing 600 push-ups a day. I never thought I'd be here. I was struggling to do push-ups just 5 years ago. I was in the hospital, struggling to do any push-ups, workout at all. I was bedridden for like a week. From there, have come so far. I've put on about 50 pounds, all right? Almost 50 pounds, 45 pounds. I was about 150, 155 pounds when I left. I'm now 200 pounds. I went down to 195. Last year, at this time, I was like 175, so like 30 pounds lighter than I was at my peak bulk, which was 205. And I've gone all the way down to like 190, but really, I'm going back up. It's a weird thing. I actually really like being a bit heavier right now. My cardio sucks. I'll be honest. I get what people say in bodybuilding, like the cardio sucks, breathing sucks. I find myself mouth breathing so often lately, and it's just because like the body's too big. Honestly, the body gets too big. And that to me means that, like, this is a little too big. This is a little too big, and I actually need to experience a bit of adversity in this way, right? This makes everything harder. This is something people don't talk about, but thank the Lord Jesus Christ, everything gets what it deserves. Everything is judged. Every tongue shall confess and every knee shall bow. And even tall guys and big guys have some disadvantages. They're not all advantages, right? They don't just destroy people smaller than them. One disadvantage that they have is they're actually larger and they're slower. That's a big deal, to be larger and slower. You're a bigger target, first of all, and you move at a rate at which most things can outspeed you. This is, not the case for everything. There's some big and fast things. A grizzly bear, you want to mess with that. But for the general, human population, if you weigh 150 pounds, you're probably about twice as fast as someone who weighs 300 pounds or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a level of fitness that is associated with a certain weight to a certain degree. Now, there's exceptions and blah, blah, blah. But if you're a big guy and you're doing calisthenics, it's way harder for you. I saw a video of this guy, 400 pounds, doing inverted rows, chest to bar. I feel like I can't even do inverted rows, chest to bar. And that's me joking. Of course, I don't do inverted rows. I don't know. I would hope so, that I could pull my chest to the bar. But with a pull-up, I really struggle pulling my chest to the bar. So I don't know. But this guy's 400 pounds doing inverted rows. And then he did a set of elevated pike push-ups. He's basically doing an overhead press with, the equivalent of 315 pounds. And he's doing that for multiple reps. That's such a strong body, a strong human being, a strong spirit. That is really something that I respect. And just seeing certain people right now, Sam Sulek is super cool and very impressive. He won his shows. He showed up everyone. Just looks way better than his competition did, and had me really reconsider me stopping the bulk. Why should I stop the bulk? Should I stop the bulk? And the conclusion I came to is I don't want to. No, I should not. I should continue bulking and maybe not necessarily get heavier, just don't lose weight. So I feel totally comfortable going back to 205. And that means that push-ups are going to be really hard for me. Really, really, really hard. And so I think I can do 300 push-ups a day. That's where I would draw my boundary. 205 pounds and 300 push-ups a day. And that would be pretty tough, to be honest. That's going to be pretty tough. However, it's going to give me a lot of leeway when it comes to my training and my recovery, because the overall amount of push-ups is going to be significantly less. Doing 400 push-ups a day was really stressful on my body. Doing 500 push-ups a day was not sustainable. Doing 600 for one day is really draining. And I know I can do more. I know I could do 700 or 800 or 900 or even 1,000 in a day. But the cost of that, and then actually needing to take time off to recover, that is something that I'm not willing to incur right now. And that's the simple case of it. Is I'm not willing to take days off anymore. 4 days off in March, and I feel the exact same. Are you kidding me? I could put in like 100 push-ups a day and I feel the exact same. That's the general state of life, is like usually you kind of feel the exact same way you always feel. That's okay. It's just the way it is. And if I feel like I can do push-ups, but I'm not doing anything because I just don't want to get off my butt, that's a problem. Suddenly we got a problem, and that needs to be resolved. And I could do 10 sets of push-ups a day. I could do 150 push-ups a day, right? That's no big deal. No big deal. Can I do 300? How long can I do that? If I do that for 9 more months, that gets me to 100,000 before the year's over. So I got a lot of thinking to do on this, but I think that's the plan, is go for 300 push-ups a day. No more 10,000 push-ups a month. Slow down, pace yourself, actually let your body recover a little bit. Thank you for watching. I did 600 push-ups over the course of one day. I'm adding that to my 73,459 push-ups, and I'm up to 74,059 push-ups completed so far. Thank you for watching. Please click that link below to work one-on-one with me and get in the best shape of your life. I'll see you in the next one.